I was supposed to put on like cuter pajamas, but we ended up with this.
Does anybody care about their health?
So today we're actually going to read. Today we're going to read an existential book. I have the larger part to go. It's Fyodor Dostoevsky,
The Idiot.
So far, let me tell you what it's about. That way when we're reading, you kind of like know. And I haven't read it in a while, so I don't. There is a prince who is traveling. For what reason? I forgot. So we're just gonna say on business. But it's a prince traveling on business, and he ends up going to meet a general in a family. They end up knowing each other from like before, met each other before and introduced themselves. And they've spoken before, but we as the audience don't know when they spoke. He ends up falling for this girl that supposedly the general also has feelings for. So it's kind of, their friendship was starting to like come together, but now that they find out that they kind of like, they have interest in the same girl, they start to kind of go back to putting more distance between them.
That's all I remember.
Also, in regards to the last video, I am going to do covers here and there, so don't be
shook.
Is this performative? Like, I don't know if I were to do that. Like, that's kind of cute. Bro, okay, before I start reading though, I've been watching Sakamoto Days. That anime is so cool. Why is it so cool? If they make a movie for it, I want to go see it. Took the prince a short way to Lithuania. Okay, so before I continue to read and start on the next chapter, basically what I had read was okay, so the prince was at a soiree. He was at a gathering with the general, and he has an escort take him to someone's apartment. But while he's at the party, before he even goes, there's this lady that is, I guess, the general ex-wife or wife, and she's basically saying, she was having a meltdown saying how could he
ruin her life, how could he embarrass her, leave her with nothing,
basically raising children on her own, like he's left her with
nothing.
So that happens, and then the general is like trying to play it off, and then I think they kind of, the general and the prince kind of go their own ways. The prince is being led by an escort to go to somebody's apartment, and I think like while he's going over there, the prince is kind of like, why did I agree to that? I didn't want to go. Now we're on chapter 13. It's about to be something's about to happen. Oh my goodness. Excuse me.
But
This Osea body oil. Their cleanser is also really, really good. The milk cleanser. Usually what I'll do is I'll connect my earphones and I'll start working on my phone. I'm currently working on a country song for fun. Careful. Balance. Okay. In this chapter, there is the soiree. The soiree is because it's Nastasia's birthday. So it's supposed to be her birthday celebration. For her birthday celebration, she basically wanted to hear gossip. And she wanted to hear what was the worst thing that people have done. So the general went, and the general was basically saying like the worst thing that he had done was he had basically got in a fight with an old lady, and as she was passing away, she was like just staring off into the distance. He was like telling her off, and she kind of just passed away while he was like talking to her. How he felt bad, and how he ended up fostering two older ladies and signing a bit of his will to them, because he was saying like after that happened, and he was telling this lady off because he was stationed there. You know how they used to like serve and give them hospitality. Well, he was one of those soldiers, but he fought with a lady, something like a pan that he had, I guess, while he was traveling, something that he had that to carry his food. She didn't want to give it back to him because he had broken one of hers, and so he was like, yeah, that's the worst thing I've done. And so I tried to make it up by fostering 2 older ladies and giving them a piece of my will.